houses do.
Are you lying?
Probably.
Oh, it says you are.
It sounds like, hey guys, I'm not peeing right now. It's
Give me
just
1
Mark.
second, I'm almost done.
Stop. It's Mark's coffee brewing, and it sounds like he's tinkling, but it's just coffee. We're sitting right here tonight. We're trying to mix things up, so we're not in the same place every time. I see Mark's comment. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, Sophie, Kathy, Anna, Melody, Shannon, Lauren.
Name them all.
How is that R-A-N-A? Is it Rana? Rana?
That's how I would say it, wrong.
I say everything way too Southern, so I say it wrong. But I definitely recognize your name, and you are so sweet. Hey, Jasmine. Hi, Alex. How are you guys doing? What have y'all been up to today? I went to the nail salon for the first time since I think January, and obviously had to wear a mask and all that, but it was really nice. I went back to my roots. Well, it's what I always do. I pretty much always just get white on my nails because anytime I get any kind of color, oh, there he is. Anytime I get any kind of like bright pink or anything, I feel like I always regret it. The only other color that I've liked on my nails is black when I do like a matte black. But you got your coffee? I got my toenails done too, but they're pink.
That's bad timing, Katie. She's going to get Taco Bell instead of watching us.
Oh my word. I don't blame you. Honestly, Taco Bell sounds really good. I got chicken salad chick for dinner with a friend tonight, and it was really good. Hi, Melissa. Hi,
Hey,
Taylor.
Lauren.
I always do French. I can't do anything else. For nails. So I feel like French was my go-to for the longest time. And then once I started white in I don't know, late high school, I feel like that's all I've really done. I had French nails for my wedding though.
Can I tilt this a little bit?
Oh yeah, is your head getting cut off?
I want everyone to see my hair.
Chicken salad chick is the best. Oh my goodness, it's so good. When y'all go there, what do you get if you have one in your area? I always get the buffalo bar clay on a croissant with no lettuce and no tomato because I'm 5, and then macaroni and cheese. But tonight my kids ate that. And Mark, you remember the name of it?
No.
But he gets the kickin' Kaylin, don't you?
Yeah.
Because it has like jalapenos or something in it.
Does it? It's something spicy.
Oh, you're my favorite. Yeah, I feel like the French nails were kind of like, I just felt fancy in them. So that's why I got them for my nails. I can't do my nails. Way too much gardening, and I'm afraid of. I understand that. The nail ladies always get so frustrated with me because every time I go in there, they always want to put tips on my nails because they tell me my nails are way too short. And I'm like, listen, I don't say this, but it's what I'm thinking. I have 4 kids and I need short nails. So mine are always short. The shorter, the better, I feel like.
Patricia says Max looks just like me.
They're twins. Mark actually groomed his beard a little bit and took a tiny bit off because it was getting crazy. You know what I'm noticing?
I was looking a little puffy.
That is crooked. Or maybe it's the angle of the computer.
My hair?
No, not your hair. The be still sign is crooked and it's
a little bit off.
Probably from when I tried to add that greenery to it. We're going to do something different tonight. So, I want to chat with y'all too, but I know for the past couple lives, we have kind of joked around about
It's the ongoing debate.
Yeah. Dr. Thunder versus Dr. Pepper, and then just store brand drinks versus name brand drinks.
Tonight I'm proving a point. You don't need the name brand. You don't need to be a brand snob. They all taste wonderful. Mark, what's on your shirt? I'll show you real quick because this is an important message. Give blood.
It is a very important message.
People apparently need blood for something. It sends things through your body, and some people run out and you go and give some of your own, and it helps them. It's
actually very serious. Mark is one of the best people when it comes to that. He donates so much blood. I have not, and I should, but Mark always does.
They take a pint. I say, take a liter. I'm fine.
There's a difference. Look, they're telling you you're wrong.
Well, of course. There is a difference. I just don't think it's noticeable enough. So we're going to find out. I'm already going to say I like them all. They're all fine. She's the one that we're going to be conducting the test on.
And there is a chance that I won't know the difference, but I feel like I will know. And I'm not saying that the store brands don't taste good. Actually, yes, I am. They don't taste good. So that's just all there is to it. I felt weird when I was buying them.
And at the end, as a special treat. I'm making this rule up on the fly. If she doesn't pass the test to whatever standard I am going to propose, then she gets to drink some of my coffee tonight.
No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Right.
Julia donated blood yesterday.
That's good. I always donate. My employer always brings the Red Cross in, and we have a drive there. But since we've been working from home, I haven't been able to. So I should probably seek out a blood drive somewhere. All right, I'm going to
I feel like you're going to be back to work soon enough, though. Maybe.
It's never too soon for blood. I'm going to go. Actually, it is. You have to spread those out. I'm going to go get some drinks.
The drinks? Okay. We are in the middle of trying to, every year we plan like a girls trip to Florida, me and then the girls group in our neighborhood, I guess, that have become pretty good friends. And so I'm in the middle of trying to plan it for like around August, but then I feel like I keep hearing of cases going up and up and up. So I don't know if I'm going to be planning that or not, but that is what I was trying to do earlier. Their church had a blood drive. That is really sweet. Our church just went back last week for the first time in person, which was really, really nice. And side note, I get a lot of questions about this actually on Instagram. And I think it's just because I blab on and on about how I'm filming for church and then nobody really knows what I'm talking about. But I don't do anything like super important. We have online church and now we have in-person church and we're going to keep doing online.
Don't look at what I'm doing, by the way.
Okay. And I do all of like the intros, basically like the intros and the outros of our church service. And my pastor asked me to do this like weeks ago and I've enjoyed doing it. And I think I'm going to be doing it for a little while. Yeah, Florida's picking up the pace. It's so sad to hear, honestly. All these cans being opened.
We're going to drink it all. Not a drop will be wasted.
Diet Dr. Pepper? No.
We're doing the regular drinks first, then we're going to get into some diet, then we have a special test afterwards.
The thing is, though, my meter for testing things is off when it comes to diet because everything just tastes wrong. So I don't think I'll be able to do that. Watching from the UK, you're so sweet.
There's two things we're testing here. One is to see if she can tell the difference. I'm pretty sure she can tell the difference. That's fine enough. Although you never know.
Are you going to be able to remember? Are you keeping them?
I've got it straight.
Okay.
The other test is I'm going to ask you to be honest. And after you drink one, I want you to rate it from 1 to 10. I'm going to keep notes. And then we're going to see how do you rank these? How do you score them? Then I'm going to compare them to the price of them. At the end of this is really like a science experiment. We're going to say, what? This is the drink that you should be buying. And I'm going to reach out to them for a sponsorship.
Sponsorship. No, a lot of people have said from the get-go I should be sponsored by Dr. Pepper, but your girl ain't ever going to be big enough for that.
Now, see, here's the problem. This is one of the drinks I wanted to test, but it's clear. It's Dr. Zevia. You're going to know that when you see it. Well, you're not going to get it confused taste-wise anyway. I might just drink this. Dr. Zevia, brought to you by Zevia.
Well, okay. I cannot stand that drink. It is so disgusting, and I don't know how anybody drinks it. But
it's sweetened with stevia leaf extract instead of sugar or aspartame or any of that stuff. It's very good.
I'd rather have the rat poison, as my grandfather called it. Actually, no, he said you get, what did he say? You get Alzheimer's from drinking out of a tin can. Which I would never. That's not true. I do drink out of the tin can sometimes.
I'm shuffling all these around. Don't look. I don't like. Look over there for a minute.
I probably should use a blindfold, but I am claustrophobic and I don't think I can. Look over there
for a minute. Okay, I'm just shuffling these around.
Okay.
This is not predetermined. All right. Here's what I want you to do.
Do I know the choices at all?
No, you have to tell me what it is you're drinking.
From the whole selection.
Yeah.
Oh my lands. Okay.
One of them is milk, okay?
No, I'm not drinking milk.
I'm just teasing. All right. Take a sip of that. And while you're doing that, I'm going to show the world what this is. First of all, what do you think that looks like? She says she could tell by looking.
I don't know.
All right, take a sip. Let's see.
There were too many choices.
Hold on. While you're tasting, I'm going to show what it is.
So none of these are diet.
I'm not saying a word about that.
Wait. No, I need to know though. You
No,
said,
this is the test.
No.
Because you can start drinking diet if you can't tell the difference.
No, you said you were going to do the diets later. Right?
Well, then you may have just answered your own question. I don't know. Take a sip.
Okay.
Let's see what you think.
So,
all right, hang on.
Okay.
This is number 1. Can y'all see that? Pretty familiar look, I assume. Okay.
Okay. Now I can drink it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just drink the whole thing.
I can't chug things.
Good, not good.
That is Dr. Thunder.
What makes you say that?
Hang on. It's flat and it tastes off.
What do you give it out of 10?
A 4.2.
Oh, you're just saying that.
What was it?
No, I mean the score. You're just being extra critical because you think
What
it's
was
Dr.
it?
Thunder. Hold on, no. Hold on.
No, they get to tell me. What was it?
No, but that helps you answer the future ones if you can already eliminate one. All right.
Well, it doesn't taste good.
All right, hang on. Number 2.
Okay. Are you going to show them what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. To me, so all the Dr. Peppers and Cokes can be mixed in, right?
No, that's separate. These are just your doctor drinks.
Okay. This looks like Mr. Pibb.
Look at the chat.
That's Mr. Pibb.
What do you give it out of 10?
Hang on. I need a palate cleanser.
Here.
It feels like Mr. Pibb because...
Take a sip of that.
No, absolutely not. It seems like Mr. Pibb because it tastes to me sweeter than Dr. Pepper. So I say Mr. Pibb.
All right. How can I hide the chat?
Okay.
Don't look at it.
Okay, I promise I won't look at the chat.
What do you give that out of 10, that drink?
It's better than the last one.
All right.
I'm about to shoot myself in the foot, I feel like.
What do you give it?
I'll give it a 6. I bet. This is starting to scare me, and I feel like I'm...
You might change your mind on some things.
Stop.
You might come away from this with a new favorite drink.
Are you showing what drink this is?
Oh, sorry.
Can I turn around?
Yeah, just don't look at the chat.
Okay, I'm not looking. You know what the problem is? Not all of them.
You should drink water in between, someone says.
Not all of these are at the same temperature.
Well, Gina needs to know if they're cold. Gianna, I don't know. They're relatively cold. They're not mega cold.
I don't know. I feel like I'm losing my mind. The only thing that I can cleanse my palate with is Dr.
She's nervous that she's going to
Pepper.
come away from this saying that Dr. Thunder is the best drink. Oh, look.
Nobody say anything.
Nobody say anything yet that would spoil it.
This is Mr. Pibb.
So you think you've had 2 Mr. Pibbs in a row?
No, I think the last one was Dr. Pepper.
All right. What do you give this one out of 10?
The same as the last one because
6.
I'm very unsure of the temperature is what I'm going to say. It's not my fault. It's the temperature.
Well, that puts a damper on things.
What?
The temperature thing.
Oh, well, tell me what it was now.
What it was, okay, the first drink you got right, that was Dr. Thunder.
That was disgusting.
You give this a 4.2 out of 10. That's delicious.
No, that's not delicious.
The second one, you originally got wrong, then you
I know
changed
though.
your answer and
After
you
I
got it
drank
right.
this, I knew.
So your favorite drink in the world, you give a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, and this one's even lower.
What, like a 3?
Honestly, I won. So moving on to
What
the
do you
next
give
one.
a Pibb out of 10? I'm trying to determine what is the best drink to buy. That's really what we're coming
Dr.
to
Pepper.
conclude. No, I'm doing it based on statistical
No,
analysis.
I think the issue truly was, and this is my fault because I got some of these drinks today, is that they weren't all the same temperature. I would have known right off the bat had they all been cold. Plus, yeah, with the Dr. Pepper one was cold which I can't tell here. But anyways, okay, moving on to the Coke ones. I got it, right?
You got them right. I'm just saying, bottom line, if there's only a 1.8 point difference in taste and the price is literally half.
No. You didn't give me
Dr.
time.
Thunder
Dr. Thunder
wins
gets
again.
a 2 out of 10.
All right, I'll be back. Sit tight, everyone.
I got my attachments. I think I already told y'all that. I took my Invisalign out tonight for like the drinking of stuff because you're not really supposed to drink, even though I do with a straw.
Do you want to drink any of these? I forgot what's
No,
what.
but honestly, my mouth tastes so nasty right now. It's just that Dr. Thunder.
I really think the Dr. Thunder might taste the best. I'm not even just saying it. Maybe I'm just used to that.
Used to.
Feeling the thunder. It's more of a man.
But it is the weirdest feeling for those of you who have had Invisalign or have it. Like when you are not wearing your like retainers, I guess, and you just have the attachments, they're like sharp and they catch on your cheeks and stuff. It feels really, really weird. But I can tell that my teeth are shifting a ton, like even more. Now I feel like I need a burp because I'm drinking all this stuff.
You want some water?
Excuse me, I just did.
You want some water?
Maybe. This is the only time I'll drink water is when I'm trying to cleanse my palate. Wait, what was I saying now?
About your attachments.
Oh, but I can tell that they're shifting even more now, like in the right direction, because I have a gap in my front teeth now, and I can't remember the last time I had a gap. It's just to shift into place and stuff. So, yeah, exactly. This talk of Dr. Pepper is making her thirsty, and for Dr. Pepper, because nobody else wants Dr. Thunder. The attachment, they're eventually not that rough. Well, she like shaved them down a ton, and it kind of gave me heebie-jeebies.
Shaved what down? The attachments or your teeth?
The attachments, and it felt like she was drilling a hole in my teeth. I know she knew what she was doing.
Back in the day when I would go to the orthodontist, one of my front teeth was longer than the other, and so they shaved one down. Well, then I swear they got into this thing where they're like, oh, well, now this one's longer. They shaved it. Now I got these short teeth. My teeth aren't supposed to be that short.
He said he has like little.
So I'm not going to plug that orthodontist office for y'all to go to.
Is he dead?
That is very insensitive. It wasn't the doctor himself that did it. All right.
Just the assistant made him short little teeth.
Mm-hmm. The next thing.
I think they're beautiful, babe. Smile. Show the people. His teeth are actually very straight, but he is in need of a new retainer, clean. And that's all I'll say.
All right, they don't need to hear about that. Okay. Simple test here. 2 just regular old drinks.
Ew.
And I'll show you what.
I feel like the water tastes bad. What did you get? Is that from the sink?
No, and even if it was, that's fine. It's just water I found on the counter. It's fine. It was in a glass already. Okay.
This tastes like you pulled it out of a chlorinated, is that a word? A pool with chlorine in it. Nope.
All right, here we go. If I remember what's what. Okay, I'm going to show the camera what's what.
Exactly. How in the world is Dr. Thunder even in business? I think people like my dad, my sweet dad, he will buy.
You can get these mini cans, a 6-pack for like $1. What was it? $1.60?
$1.50.
$1.50. Now, how much is a 12-pack of these?
Like $3.50.
Yeah, so I mean, you're saving like 2 cents a can at least. Okay, all right, you ready?
So what's the point?
I'm just joking. Okay. I'd have to do the math.
All right, so I'm gonna look away.
Are you drinking that one first? Okay.
Okay.
She's picking the one she's doing first.
No, I didn't pick it. I just grabbed the first one.
All right.
Okay, I can go?
Yep.
I hope my palate was cleansed enough.
Dr. Thunder is not bad at all. It literally tastes just like Dr. Pepper.
Can't I just drink both first and then just tell you which one's which?
Well, that's fine, but just tell me what you would give that as a score.
It's not that bad. I would say 7 out of 10.
Ooh, that's your favorite drink yet.
No. This doesn't compare to the Dr. Peppers. Those were, I was a little off my rocker a little bit.
All these shirts are going to be swapped out. No more Dr. Pepper. It's going to say, I'll reveal in a minute.
This is kind of.
Well, hold on. Let me show people what you're drinking right now.
I will say Walmart is good with
Don't they make Dr. Thunder?
Hang on.
It's distributed by Walmart. Does Walmart make Dr. Thunder?
Yes. Honestly, these taste almost identical. The only thing I want to say is the first one is a little bit sweeter, which makes me feel like it's off-brand.
Interesting that you would say that. So what would you give the second one out of 10?
But hang on.
We're going to compare nutrition facts here in a second. That's another factor in determining what drink should you be drinking.
The second one is Coke.
Okay, you're right. So what do you give it out of 10?
Like an 8. I mean, it was crisp. So
It's a nice crisp drink.
This isn't like comparing it to Dr. Pepper. Of course, Dr. Pepper is number one. I'm just saying, like, I came up with a new rating scale.
You could tell it was sweeter. The Sam's Cola, for just this one little can, is 29 grams of sugar. That is horrible. This is 25.
But are the ounces different?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's 7.5 ounces. You're right. Have to do the math. Let's just say they're about the same.
So I was right with the drink and off-brand. I can tell. I feel like when they're off-brand, they're like, let's just try to make this even better. So they feel like adding more sugar is what's going to make it better, but that's not always the case.
What do you think has more sugar, Mr. Pibb or Dr. Pepper?
Waterlogged.
From 5 little sips of it.
I can't. Mark knows this. I cannot drink unless I'm eating. I don't like it. I don't like to drink.
Can't drink unless you're eating. Oh,
like
okay.
I have to drink with my meal. I'm never just gonna go and like open up a Dr. Pepper and start drinking. I will drink water. Like we've been working out. I drink a good bit of water at night. I save it all for nighttime, so I have to get up in the night like 14 times. But I would never just crack open a Dr. Pepper and start drinking it.
I think bottom line here, what we've learned tonight is,
here we go.
If we had to rank them, what you should buy when you take into account price, health,
hi Sonia,
taste. I think starting at the bottom, I'm going to do my countdown. All right, how many drinks do we have here? 6. All right, number 6 on the list. You ready? This is the last drink that you should buy.
Dr. Thunder.
No, but I'm sorry, if they want to sponsor us, we'll still take it.
Oh.
That'd be Pibb Extra.
We'll take anything. Y'all know us.
That's number 6. All right.
That's a joke, by the way.
Number 5 coming in. Sorry to say.
I'm sorry.
Pepper.
How did you even rank this?
I told you, I'm taking into account health, price, taste.
No, that's not what you can do. This trumps all.
Coming in at number 4. Coca-Cola.
Okay, he's literally, this is inaccurate.
No. Coming in, number 3. Well, actually, you only tasted 5, but I've got 6 drinks in line.
Okay.
Coming in at number 3. Dr. Thunder. Sorry to say.
Number 3, are you saying number 1 is the best?
Yeah. Number 2, Sam's Cola.
Now, I will say the cola was not
good.
that bad, but it's not, number 2 equals number 1 because I didn't drink Zevia.
Number 1.
No, absolutely not. That is number
0 calories,
5,000.
0 sugars, not a bad price, best taste.
The thing is, like,
Dr. Zevia.
Okay. The thing is, I know that a lot of it's mental because my friend and I were talking about this the other day. Like, her mom will cook things from the refrigerator and then she'll look back.
Random things.
Well, just like she cooked some cinnamon rolls or baked or whatever it's called. I don't even know. In that oven over there. And she looked later and it had expired. I can't remember if she said like lots of months ago or lots of years ago. I don't know. And then once she knew that, it tasted bad, but when she ate them, it didn't taste bad. And I know that has to do with this a lot, but I'm still not going to go in and choose to buy this can. It's not going to happen. But I appreciate everyone who does. And I'm not even looking down on people. It's just like, to me, if it's only a few more cents, why wouldn't you buy the real thing? I've been drinking Dr. Pepper my whole life, so.
Maybe next time we'll do the diet drinks. I don't see a need to pull those out right now.
Is that your blood type on your shirt, babe? Mark and I have the same blood type.
Is that confidential, or are you supposed to share your blood type? I don't really know. Yeah. It's not be positive. I think they put this on the shirt because it means like be positive.
I learned something the other day from somebody who works in a delivery room, because she said she works in a place where a lot of times they have to do paternity testing. Like they'll have multiple men waiting to see who the father is, which was not the case for us. But did you know which this probably sounds really obvious, but like if you and your spouse or partner or whatever have a baby, the baby has to have a certain type of blood type from you. They can't just like
have a random blood type.
So we have the same blood type. If our child was born a negative,
then I'm not the father.
He wouldn't be the father. Isn't that crazy?
I'm gonna be keeping an eye on that as they get older. Because I don't know their blood types.
Because our children don't look at all like Mark, so it's definitely something to worry about. Ava's the only one that kind of looks like me, and that's just from that picture I posted on Instagram. Hi, Heather. I had to run to Target real quick and pick up a drive-up order. Yeah, girl, that sounds fun, honestly. I have kind of like not had the best luck with Target lately and ordering stuff. I feel like I go there and then they say it's out of stock, and then I go inside and it's there. So I don't know. I haven't really been doing that. I drink too much soft drinks now.
You drink more than that in like 2 seconds
but
when
I'm
you're just
eating
drinking
too, and
drink.
I feel like it soaks up the soft drink now. I just feel like I'm gonna have the burps the rest of the time.
Somebody was saying put a can in when you're cooking chicken, then it tastes good. A Dr.
Oh,
Pepper
like in
Coke.
the crock pot? I've heard of Dr. Pepper and barbecue sauce. When is the new couch coming in? So
next month.
We are hoping for mid-July. It's one of those places where it's not like, 2-day delivery or whatever. It takes a little while. And we also have a chair coming too. At least we hope we do. So we'll see. And then I have found a rug that I love, but I cannot find it in stock anywhere. I've looked. So I need to figure that out. But I have a little bit of time since we are not getting our couch till.
Somebody said they've never had Dr. Pepper, Sonia. And then Nelly saying hi from Ireland. Hi. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the chat as much. We've been a little busy, so.
I've been folding laundry for days.
Normally I read every comment, but I can't see.
I'll try to keep up with comments a little bit more. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and throw them on up there.
Somebody's asked what color is the new couch. On the last live, I eliminated one color. Tonight, I will eliminate another color. So we'll get closer down to what it's actually going to be. Last Thornton Thursday, if you were here with us, I eliminated the color green. Tonight, I will go on the record and say the new couch is not red.
Okay, well, they would 100% know that it's not red. That doesn't. Sometimes Target has good swimsuits. Yeah, I love Target for my girls' swimsuits. I know, I can't wait. I cannot wait for the couch to be here. I cannot wait. And we've been kind of spoiled with this one, like the size of it. So I'm a little bit not worried, but I know it's going to be like a little bit of a room rearrangement when the new one comes in because it's not the same size, but it is pretty much the same layout. So squats into your work. Yes. When you get the new couch, you'll have to implement squats into your workout since you bend over 100 times.
Sophie, I'll give you another color elimination on the next live if we haven't gotten it by then.
I have been doing good squats in the garage. Mark and I have been really working out lately. And, I struggle.
Can't you tell?
He doesn't struggle. I struggle. My the back of my legs feel like Jell-O, literally Jell-O right now. Would you say you clean more or less or the same amount as you did before you started a cleaning channel? I clean more at a time and I clean less often. Does that make sense? Because I see things and I'm like, oh, I don't need to clean that. I need to wait until I film, like tomorrow or later in the day. And then if I don't get to filming, then I'm always frustrated that the mess is still there. So yeah, honestly, that's one of the reasons why I decided to go back to posting 2 times a week, because I feel like, and I kind of said it in the video I posted today, I feel like it'll keep me more motivated to clean more often, because before it was like Friday and I figured I would start filming for Sunday. So I need to get better.
Nelly says she misses your pantry organization. May do that again soon.
It's funny because when I include pantry organization is when the comments roll in like, you do the same thing in every video and we're tired of seeing your food organization. I mean, it's not tons of them, but it's a lot of people. I personally love food organization. Like I've told y'all a million times, I love Emily Jackson and her channel, Crazy Cleaning Mom. I feel like she's always organizing her foods and pantry and stuff. And I love watching that, but I'm
more into food consumption, I would say.
I don't know how much people enjoy watching it. So
Angela, why do you hate your new couch? She had her couch and she hates it. That's what I'm a little bit nervous about. We're not going to hate the new one worse than this. So we're at a point where it's like anything is going to be better than what we've got. But
I didn't get all the paint out of the carpet, but I haven't bought that Folex stuff yet, which is what everybody suggested. I said I was going to get it the next day, and then all the days keep just running away, and I haven't gotten it.
Does Mark help you with filming and editing? Well, every now and then I'll hit the record button, but that's about the extent of it. She's got her own style. She knows what she likes and how to do it. And when she was first starting up, we kind of worked together to figure out the editing. And then she just took it and ran with it. And I just kind of fell off. So no.
Yeah. I mean, there were a couple of times where I was about to scream and start crying which it's so funny looking back. Like the first time I opened up iMovie on my computer, I was like, I don't like it. I don't like anything about this. I want to go back to editing on my phone. And now it's just second nature. I don't even look when I'm editing, I feel like, but that's pretty much all I know how to do. That's what I was kind of talking about with my pastor at my church too, because he was wanting me to film more stuff like baptisms and stuff like that. And I was like, well, if you saw my setup, like literally I have a Canon G7X and a $30 Amazon tripod. I don't have microphones or anything like that. So there is nothing fancy going on over here, but I do want to learn how to do more stuff. I think he's going to teach me. Look,
my role in the process is mostly just critiquing the videos that she puts together. I say, I don't like this. You need to do this better. Fix this.
Yeah, right. Can you imagine if you did that?
She would murder me.
Oh, I thought I saw where somebody has a question.
If for me, the messy bun has a question, well,
what's your question?
I may or may not answer it. If your kids wanted to have their own channel when they're teens, how do you?
Are you saying would we allow it, or how do you have one?
How do you feel about it?
Oh.
We'll
have to see how, how things are and what's happening.
How do you feel about that? She finished the question.
Oh, how do we feel? They pretend all the time. They all have like those Kindle Fires, right? That's what they're called.
Mm-hmm.
And they film themselves all the time. They film themselves doing TikToks. Like they don't even have the music for it, but they
sing the music.
They were like, dear, dear, dear. It was actually really sweet. I loved it. And it keeps them away from the haters and the mean people and the creeps. They're just like in their imaginary
need to really expose
world.
Them to that right now.
That's the way that I like it. It participates in your videos. Mine doesn't even watch mine. It's funny. I have seen a lot of people say like, oh, I don't like to film around my husband, or it makes me feel weird. And I guess in some ways I kind of get that, but as long as you're doing content that is your life anyway, it almost doesn't feel that weird. But I will say, we talked about this the other day, going back to my older videos, it's not really like I've changed, but I just feel like when you're talking to a camera and you have 0 subscribers and you're literally filming your first video, it's hard to find any kind of confidence when you have no idea if anybody's ever even going to watch it. So I think over time, maybe nothing's really changed except my comfortability with it. Is that a word? Comfortability, The
Messy Bones question is, am I awkward around other people's kids? And I think I kind of am. I think that's not abnormal for men. Maybe like, obviously I'm perfectly fine around my own, but when other people's kids are around, I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay, that's fine. Like I have no problem with them at all, but I'm not just like loving on them.
I think it depends too. Like my niece, Vivi, I feel like she just
family. I'm thinking more like friends.
Okay, friends and stuff. Yeah. Well, yeah. But kids don't mind being around you. He's just not really like I don't know. I don't really know how to describe it.
Definitely not that.
He's great with kids though. You're great with kids, especially ours. You're just not. It's not like his desire would be to run a daycare. I'll just say that.
I like to treat kids like I speak to them on kind of my own level, like adults.
That is
I'm
true.
not going to
I think it's actually funny. Yeah, he's not going to baby talk with them.
Where are your slippers from? I've seen that question a few times.
Walmart. All of my slippers are from Walmart. Share your lives and house like you do. Such a big thanks. Thank you, Nellie. We love sharing our life. Well, I'm speaking for myself because, I know Mark is his own person and has his own thoughts, but I love it so much. That's why I started the vlogging channel too, is because I want to share that part of my life, but I know that not everybody who comes for cleaning motivation wants to see family life. So I am so happy that we split things off, and now on my vlogging channel, I can just post whatever I want to. And it's one of my favorite things to do is vlog and edit those vlogs too.
I've seen a few Olas. I think they're from different people. Ola.
Hi.
Thanks for being here. Mona, yeah, I trimmed my beard just last night a little bit. It was starting to look a little rough.
Everyone he sees,
I've been asking her for her opinion, and she would never give it to me. I finally got to the point where she said, okay, maybe you should trim that. And so I said, all right, thanks for being honest with me.
Listen,
no, that is true, and that was nice of you.
No, I've told you all along. I said, that was our ice machine. I said, you do whatever you want to during this quarantine, because he also would love to have a man bun. But I think I prefer a more tame beard. But whatever he wants to do is fine. Just like he prefers longer hair, right?
I think I'm going back into the office in like 3 months. So I don't think I'm gonna have time to get to where I can pull my hair back. But I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna cut it until then. Let's just see how long it gets.
Joanna did a good job with what? But thank you. I love that. You said that.
That's very nice. Oh, she didn't trim it. I trimmed it. She just told me I should do it. So I did a good job. I think she meant I did a good job telling you that you needed to trim it. Where do I get my music inspiration? Just like on my videos and stuff? Do you think that's what that means? No man bun, says Vicky. We'll see. You might, when you see it on me, you might change your mind.
I feel like his family would disown him if he had a man bun.
They've relaxed.
What do you think the music inspiration thing means for my videos?
What now? Where is it? I'm sorry.
It says, where do you get your music inspiration from?
Epidemic.com. Is that what it is?
Hi,
epidemicmusic.com.
Well, that's where I get it from, but I wouldn't say I just like to listen to music that makes me feel like getting up and moving. Some of the songs I've used in the past, I can tell, certain songs annoy people, so I try not to use those as much. But in real life, I don't.
I've gotten a few no man buns and a few
please do a man bun, says Erica.
I'm seeing both.
Andy.
I'll go ahead and tell you now, I don't think I'm going to be able to. I think I'm going to have to cut it before it gets to that point, but I'm going to try.
She said get a mullet.
And if I hate it, then
Sophie wants to see a man
I'll just cut it off just like that.
I wouldn't mind it, but I mean, he has a lot of video calls and he works in a very professional job. So what would you do if your hair started flowing freely down the back?
I would look like a model. Somebody asked, what's the logic of the man buns? You just grow it out just to keep it pulled up? Yeah, basically, because in my mind, I've never had hair long enough. You tell me pulling it back is like wearing a hat. You don't have to fix your hair. So if your hair is long enough to where you just pull it back, you just pull it back and you're done.
But you're going to have to start shampooing and conditioning.
I've been conditioning it lately.
So it'll grow long, luscious locks. Have you been using my mane and tail shampoo?
I've been using my shampoo, your conditioner, because I don't own conditioner.
You've been using my mane and tail conditioner? That helps
whatever's in the shower. I don't know.
Hello, Anastasia, or is it Anastasia? I don't know.
Somebody asked what kind of music do we each like. I think we may have talked about this before. She's a little country. I'm a little rock and roll. Isn't that what they say? What are their names?
Who says that?
Somebody older in the chat tell us it's the siblings that perform out in Las Vegas.
Oh, what's her name? That did the triangle, something with the triangle.
I saw her live before. What are their names?
Donny Osmond.
Marie Osmond. Donny and Marie Osmond.
They come up with themselves. They come up with what themselves are, and they're a sister and brother duo. Babe.
Oh, you're asking me? I thought you were reading something. Yeah, they're brother and sister.
And they have like a thing for themselves, how they play off each other.
They just perform together, and they used to do songs and stuff.
I mean, I like them, but I just feel like that sounds a little like romantic.
Mm-mm. No, they each have families, I'm pretty sure.
That doesn't always mean.
I saw her give a motivational speech one time live in person. I was literally within 100 feet of her.
Were you motivated?
to be the best person I could be. I'm sure I was.
Has that what changed your life?
Mm-hmm.
I met Kirk Cameron one time, so nobody gets.
Who? Here, I'm gonna ask this to the chat.
That.
Who's the most famous person you've ever met? And while they're answering that, is that your answer right there, Kirk Cameron?
Wait, who have I met more? I mean, like I've met Truett Cathy, but I don't really think of him as like famous. I grew up with the family, but I don't think he would be more famous than like Kirk Cameron. I don't know. I don't get it. I'm confusing myself.
Megan's met Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, I love her. Amy Grant, one of my very best friends in the world, still loves Amy Grant to this day.
The grandma of 16 Candles.
What does that mean? Oh, that's a movie.
Yeah.
Soap opera star, Donny Osmond. Oh, they're still talking about.
No, I saw Marie Osmond, not Donny, but that's it.
Oh.
Greg Brady, Vanilla Ice.
Lambert.
It's like the Kevin Bacon thing.
Happy birthday, Chloe.
Of separation with everyone that's here with us tonight.
We've just all met each other.
All of Hollywood.
Chris Rock. Doesn't he live in Georgia? No.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
I've seen Chris Tucker live at the Fox Theater. He was pretty funny.
You guys.
Blake Shelton's hand.
You guys are tan? I don't think
I think it's the lighting.
Yeah. I mean, I've gotten some more freckles.
I got burned on my shoulders.
George Bush. I did see George Bush at my brother graduated from the Air Force Academy, and he spoke at his graduation. So we did see him, but I did not meet him.
That was junior. They might be talking about senior. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Ty Pennington on the Oprah show. He was the one that did the extreme home makeover, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Julia met Taylor Swift. I've been to one of her concerts. I definitely did not.
Al from Home Improvement. He's funny.
Oh, Shaq.
Shaq
a lot of people have met George Bush. You
know, Shaq lives in the city that we used to live in. Or at least he has a house there. I don't know if he stays there. But
really?
Mm-hmm.
Chuck Norris. Eden met Chuck Norris. Barry Manilow.
Oh, Kyle's here with us. Hi, Kyle. Security's on board. He's keeping an eye on us.
Our own celebrity guest.
Don't even think about showing up. Don't even think about showing up at our house. He's watching.
Yeah, Kyle's our security guy. It's very official. Vanessa Williams. D met Vanessa Williams. I don't think you've aged yourself, honestly, because I started, like, we were talking about this the other day, how, like, we have all these CDs and stuff, and our kids aren't going to know what CDs are at all, I feel like. I mean, the girls do now for their karaoke machine, but after a while, CDs are going to be a thing of the past. And what else was I thinking about? Oh, when my girls watched The Princess Diaries for the first time last night, I was like, I watched this in theaters so long ago.
You said that was your first movie theater movie? I
don't think it was the first one. Maybe it was, but I just remember specifically going there with like my grandmother and my mom and sisters.
Mona knows enough about the Osmonds. She could write a book, she says.
Wow.
You know who wouldn't read it? Because you don't read books.
I met another person the other day who doesn't read. No, I didn't meet her. I'm good friends with her. My friend Nicole, she doesn't read either. So y'all can just judge me all you want. I read the Bible. Bye, friend. Love you. You met Kate Gosselin. I used to be obsessed with that show. I had all of the episodes on DVD, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I was really sad that family went downhill. And now I've heard like one of the kids disown the mom or vice versa or something. I don't know.
One of the boys. I don't want to gossip about things I don't know.
He chose to live with who? Mark's throwing shade? Who's he throwing shade
at? You. I just said you don't read.
Oh. It doesn't mean I'm not intelligent. There are other ways to be intelligent. It's called... Tell him, babe. Tell him how.
Life experience. Get your nose out of the book and go live your life and experience the world. That's how you learn anything there is to learn.
There have to be other people in the world who don't enjoy reading. I have like this personality where I feel like I just want to be like moving. I don't even really enjoy laying down and watching TV anymore. I just like to be moving, or at least if I get really excited about something, Mark can tell you, or nervous, but like really excited and I'm telling a story, my body shakes uncontrollably. Like I think actually I shouldn't have admitted that because there's a slight problem with that.
I like audiobooks while I clean. You could do that. You could listen to a story.
It gives Julie a headache to read. You know what I should do? I've heard a lot of good things about Audible and another place too, but I drink too much.
Darlene has the original Donnie and Marie Barbie dolls.
Wow, I do not. But what was the show? Pyramid Scheme or
What show are you talking about?
What was it called? There was something with the word pyramid that Donny Osmond was the host of. What's it called? The Pyramid?
I have no clue.
The something?
Dale Jr. says, Leanne.
Chloe, you might be
in the Hall of Fame. I saw something.
Pyramid Game. Mona says Pyramid Game. Is that what it was
called? If anybody would know, it's Mona. I don't know.
Pyramid Show. It was something to that extent. I remember watching it. It wasn't up there with like The Price is Right, because that's my show that my kids still love to watch.
Bob Barker.
Yeah.
Drew Carey's okay. He's all right.
Bob Barker was a lot better. Oh, Sydney, that's really sweet. Chloe loves to clean. So Chloe, you're 12. So I don't think you're the only 12-year-old subscriber, or at least I know that there are some in that age range of like 10 to 14 who love to clean. And I love that because
you have 22 12-year-old subscribers.
How do you know that?
I keep a list.
That sounded really creepy.
Just made that up.
He did not mean it like that. No, we can't really tell the age. Well, you can tell in general, like the age, right?
I don't even know if you could tell who your subscribers are, can you? Julia's 14. So, what advice would you give to an aspiring? I don't know what they're aspiring to. A younger person who's watching this right now. Well, if you could talk to your 12-year-old self, what would you say?
Oh, thank you, Sophie. I didn't feel like fixing it, so I just let it be straight. Is that one of the questions that it said on there?
No, I'm asking you to speak to these people.
And what was the question again? What would I tell?
What would you tell your 12 or 14-year-old self?
Honestly,
that's a tough time in life right there.
It really is. And what I would tell myself is, like, looking back on those times, I was never, ever, ever part of the popular crowd, but I was never part of like the crowd that I feel like.
Squad.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but I just feel like I kind of stayed in the middle the whole way, like all the way through high school. But I still remember to this day, and I can tell you their names, the people who were mean to me and said ugly things and talked about me behind my back. And I was just like, I wasn't sensitive, but I would just never think to be like ugly to somebody like some of those people were. And I just think now, like, I'm actually still friends with some of them on Facebook, and I look at them, I'm like, I can't believe that I ever cared that you were mean to me, because literally they have no say in how your life can go. And
they're not going to matter in a
they
short
don't
period of
matter.
time.
So you just maintain your lane and make sure that you stay focused on being nice and true to yourself and just love Jesus and love people, and don't worry about kids who are mean is what I say that to my kids too. I'm like, if they're mean, that means that they have a deeper issue that they need to work out, but you keep doing you.
I think I would say to my 12-year-old self, just keep doing what you're doing. You know, you're doing everything right. You got a bright future. Just don't mess it up. Just keep on the track that you're on, that you've been on.
Since day one. Oh, should we talk about the fact that this guy remembers being born? Can you tell them? Elaborate, please.
I'm not going to say I remember being born. I don't remember coming out.
He was a C-section baby, okay? And I
remember the hospital stay, though.
He's not joking.
Since the dawn of my time, I have a vision. I can remember looking up and seeing a bright light in front of me as I was new to the world. That's my earliest memory.
It's not possible. I keep telling him this. You can't remember being born. It's not a thing.
Who's to say what I can remember and what I can't?
Interesting. I tell him not to tell people this as I sit here and tell y'all, but like, something's just not quite right about that.
Jessica Erder asked if she missed the update on the couch. I'll just tell you real quick. Yeah, we talked about the couch. I eliminated another color. We found out last time that it's not going to be green. Tonight, I revealed it's not going to be red.
You're being like the worst type of, not that I ever would consider myself an influencer, but you know, like just the people that tease like all the wrong things.
I'm trying to do a Ryan Seacrest American Idol type elimination style.
I love Ryan Seacrest. It is also not, it's not green and it's not red. So the Christmas colors, I already have to tinkle just from drinking like that little bit.
Don't leave me here with this crowd by myself. I don't know what I would do. Take it with you. Take the camera with you. No, I can answer a few questions while
Tinkle
you're gone.
with me.
Ask me anything you want to know about Joanna while she's out of the room.
I mean, I'll do it because I really do have to tinkle.
Go for it. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll be right back.
All right, I'm moving into the driver's seat for just a minute. All right, what do y'all want to know? I'll tell you anything. I saw somebody ask, what's your zodiac sign? I am an Aries. I don't even know what Joanna is. I don't think we really get into that much. I can remember sleeping in a drawer as a baby. I would remember that. Go water the tulips. We are watering our neighbor's flowers. Did she already mention that? We're doing that starting tomorrow, I believe. Hi, Kirsten. Stay tuned. Joanna is coming back. If you're just joining us, I'm only handling this for a second. How many slippers does Joanna own? I think she kind of does one pair at a time, and then when they get old, she throws it out. Thanks, Sophie. Take care of me. I don't know what I'm doing here. Is she as sweet as she appears? Yeah, most of the time. Everybody's got their times when they're not that sweet, even her. What's her deepest, darkest secret? Oh man, I have to think about it. What's your job? I do tax work. I'm a CPA. I'm an accountant. Keep the beard, Mark. I plan on it. Let's see. What do you work for? I work for a big company here in the South. What's your favorite song to sing in the shower? You know what's a good one that fits my key, I would say, is On Broadway. That's a good one. Y'all know that one. Most embarrassing moment. Is that for me or Joanna? How's her cooking? I'm answering these rapid fire. She's about to be back. How's her cooking? It's not bad. Who's a better cook? You or Joanna? I would say me. What's something nice that you do for her regularly? Pay the bills, laundry, yard work. I don't know, all that kind of stuff. What's her favorite song to sing in the shower? Oh, she's back. Can't answer that. Are you getting a new car? I'm planning on it. Ugh.
I had to tinkle a lot.
I told him a lot about you.
What did you say? I'm going to watch this back.
I couldn't think of a most embarrassing moment. Do you want to share?
I can't think of anything. I mean, I know a couple times I've sent a text message to the wrong person, but I'm not going into those stories.
I sent a text message to the weed man, and I told him basically, because I thought I was texting Joanna, and I was like, this is ridiculous how many weeds I'm having to pull or whatever. And I had weeds on my mind, and so I sent it to the weed guy, and then I said, that wasn't really meant for you, but I would like to talk about our weeds when you have a moment.
And he said, all right, man, I'm coming. Didn't he say like,
he handled it very nicely. I just felt really bad, and I haven't texted him since. I've just kept my weed issues to myself.
Poor guy. Was that the guy who came today?
I don't think so.
Oh. I think
same company.
I'm pretty sure my sign is Virgo, right? Is that September?
I couldn't answer. I don't know. I said mine's
September
Aries.
17th? Not really pay much attention to that. How many slippers do you have, Mark? Did you answer that?
I have some, what are they called? Slide. I was going to say sliders. Those are little burgers, aren't they?
Oh, that sounds good.
What do you call those?
Just like man sandals. I don't know. They just have like a thick strap across. They're not like house shoes.
I think I had to buy some, didn't I? I lost a flip-flop at the beach, so I had to buy some of those too, and I never wear them.
D, what happened with getting a puppy? So we drove all the way to Alabama.
Slides, just slides, that's it.
Oh yeah, slides. And Ava, oh my word, I still have to burp. I feel like they're not ever going to come back if I have burps the whole time.
We're going to have to wrap this up soon.
And they brought him out in order of least hypoallergenic, even though people say that's not even a thing. But anyways, they brought out the poodle first, and Ava had immediate reaction. It wasn't like terrible, but it was just a couple little welts on her face, and then they got bigger, and then it just was out of control. By the time she saw the F1B,
she was gone.
Golden Doodle,
she couldn't stop sneezing. It was bad.
I mean, she was crying, like literally. I feel like she was like begging us to make it stop. It was awful. So,
but yet when we told her, I don't think we're going to be able to get a dog, she was still devastated.
She was. And then the first thing Kate said, well, when I turn 18, I'm getting a dog. I was like, if that's the most like rebellious thing she ever says, we're doing good.
Get a fish.
Burp away. Thank you, Rachel. She's a real friend. It's not like big burps or anything. Although I can beat Mark in a burp contest any day, anytime, right?
That's true.
That is true.
All right, I'm about to give my top 10 fish names. Are you ready? No, I'm just kidding.
What?
I don't have any.
I'm sorry.
Somebody said no, Larry.
I don't want any little pets. I don't want lizards.
If we get a fish, it's going to have to be like a shark or something big.
I don't want hamsters. For some reason, I have childhood memories of hamsters, and I'm now remembering, like, why do I have those?
Somebody asked how Max is doing with his allergies. One night, he was kind of starting to have a reaction to something, and I don't know what. One of the other kids had eaten peanut butter, maybe near him, but as far as I know, he didn't touch it or anything. He had played outside, then he came back in. Pull up
the picture.
And then his eyes were getting all watery and red. He was rubbing them. He was sneezing. I don't really know what that was about, but then by the next morning, he was perfectly fine. So, like,
for those of you who don't see, like, this is what his face looks like which that looks a little crazy. But when he went to bed and then he came downstairs, I think I was out for girls' night.
Yeah, he came downstairs saying his eyes were poked, and he was just rubbing them really hard. And I gave him eye drops and some Benadryl, let him sleep on the couch, and he was fine the next morning.
I think we need to get maybe a little bit tougher on having the foods that he's allergic to out of reach or out of here, because we've kind of just let our kids have stuff. But I think
he doesn't touch that stuff. But I wonder if just being around it has been enough to cause this. I don't know.
Oh, Beth doesn't read either. I don't really want a bird.
No, birds are scary. Birds are meant to fly.
The only thing that I want is a little monkey that I can hold and that can hug me.
Do y'all plan your day ahead of time or just go with it?
Well,
our days are different. Mine has a little more structure just because of work.
I think I plan it in my mind the night before, and then nothing. I mean, being a mom in general, but being a mom of 4 kids, and then now it's like summertime, so it's like a mom of 4 kids plus my kids' friends, and the kids go other places too, and other people are my kids' mom too. But I think you can only plan out your day to a certain extent, and then you have to be super, super flexible. Like today, I was trying to do voiceovers, and then we had friends come over, and my kids were being loud, and Mark was on calls that he couldn't get out of. And so I try my best, but it actually is a little bit more difficult than it sounds to have 2 people working from home, but my job is much more flexible. So we try to plan a little bit.
Hi, Sadie. Sophie says Marcel is the only acceptable name if we ever got a monkey. Do you think of Marcel as being a male or female name?
A male?
I only know one Marcel, and it is a male.
I like that name. A pet rock. We got plenty of those outside.
Our kids collect rocks, even if it's just little pieces of the driveway that have broken off.
The house, Ashley said, anybody remember the house hippo?
And then somebody says, I want a house hippo. I don't know what that is.
Is that an animal?
Marcella, I guess that's the female version.
Oh, yeah.
Makes sense.
Friends, a TV show. Let's get it. Canadian thing.
We're not Canadian. Far from it. The closest I've ever been is Minnesota.
We have some friends in Canada.
Yeah. We have friends all over the world, just you guys with us.
What were some of the questions that I feel like I'm ready for some juicy questions. And I feel like
we said we were only going to do an hour tonight. We're at 58 minutes and 46 seconds.
Let's do like 5 minutes of some serious
rapid
questions.
Fire again.
Like rapid fire. Ask anything, but don't be mean.
Mags is here again at 3 a.m. Thanks for staying with us.
Oh, we won't be on much longer, so you can go right back to sleep or to sleep. I thought Mark has never seen Friends. Yeah, you haven't. You haven't seen one single episode?
I have not. Not a full one. I'm sure I've seen a scene.
How do we punish our kids?
I pick them up by their legs and I dangle them over the trash can and I say, are you staying with this family or are you going out with the trash this week? And then they always come around and say, okay, I'll abide by the family rules.
Okay. You know, that's a very loaded question.
We struggle with it. We don't know. We take things away sometimes. We give stern talking tos.
Both of us are on the same page with like, we don't really enjoy yelling at the kids, but we also get frustrated that sometimes yelling, not even in like an angry way, but almost just like a loud way, is the only way to get their attention, especially the boys. My girls are so respectful, and especially Kate, like would never want to hurt anyone's feelings or be disrespectful. I don't think the girls have ever really even gotten in trouble in their lives, pretty much.
Not big trouble.
Like the only
boys
trouble
will
they
get
get
there.
in is if they say like a bad word, which is literally like B-U-T-T. We just try to keep our kids from saying anything like that. So that's the most trouble they've ever. The boys are just
F-A-R-T-B-U-T-T. I'm spelling them out in case there are kids. There are kids watching. I better be careful.
Okay, but I think a 12-year-old can know what that word is.
S-U-C-K. What's the biggest mountain we've had to climb in our marriage?
The two of us?
Stone Mountain.
Stop, babe. Not everything is funny. What is the biggest mountain?
I don't
want to
know.
just be like cliche and be like, we never fight. We haven't had difficulties.
No problems. I don't know. We'll come back to that.
I think I don't think we have had
family planning, deciding on kids, maybe?
Not that, but I think like honestly going through when he was going through his CPA, which we've already talked about. And
yeah, that was just a hard time in life. We had a lot going on in one single period of time.
I think that's what truly, like he had to study and he had to work, and I had to be pregnant with my fourth kid and have 3 little kids. And it was a lot of like, just even though I have my friends, like you still need your husband. Like your husband can't be replaced. And there were moments of like loneliness and super frustration during that time. And I just think that was the hardest time in our marriage. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm.
Like we weren't fighting, but it was almost like the complete opposite. We didn't have time for each other. It wasn't possible. So
when are you going live again? Our plan is to do the 3rd Thursday of every month. Thornton 3rd Thursday live. That's the plan.
Do both sets of parents approve?
Did both sets approve of each of you? Yeah.
Yes.
Which was great.
Yeah, our parents are very much the same, just like sweet, they were both really good about not really like being super opinionated about the people. I think my mom was just relieved. My mom loves Mark, which what's not to love, but she really loves him. And sometimes I know she watches these lives, but she watches them later.
We love her.
We do.
No, it's true.
But a lot of people actually say I look like my mom because she has freckles and whatnot. But what was I going to say before that? Because I just lost there were a couple times where I kind of felt like, I don't know. I just felt like, I know it was in my head, but sometimes I would think that Mark's mom didn't like me. But I feel like it was just in my head because, now everything's perfectly fine. My kids are obsessed with both sets of grandparents. They see Mark's parents more because they live, in our same city. So, but yeah, no, they didn't have any problem.
I think we missed some good questions. Now I can't see them. No, I've never been in the military. No, you've never been a Girl Scout. I don't know if that's how we come across or not.
Mark does have one sister who is older.
I don't think I could have made it through basic training with my.
We will put in a pool one day. Yes, but it's going to be. Babe.
I just don't see it. We'll see. I don't know.
Oh, I know
that might
be
the biggest mountain we have to climb in our marriage.
I don't know why he's acting like that. We have talked about it and
we've talked about maybe one day. Do you have siblings? Yes, I have an older sister.
I answered that already.
I think Heather's a little behind. Maybe
Sorry,
that's
Heather.
the issue. I don't know.
Are you on the live chat comments? Because I know sometimes that messes things up. What are some questions we missed? If y'all ask a question,
ask them again. We may see
I'm really
them.
sorry.
How are you liking your closet office? Liking it more by the day.
I thought we got an Amazon delivery today, and I thought it was your picture for your office, and then I realized that wouldn't be coming from Amazon, right?
Didn't get it from Amazon.
Do the in-laws watch your channel? My mother-in-law and father-in-law do not watch my channel. To my knowledge,
they don't tell us. They might be.
My mom watches my videos.
Who's the messiest?
Can you say hi, Amy, for my mom? Hi, Amy.
Who's the messiest? In the whole house, the kids, all 4 of them.
Yeah, but between the two of us, I would say Truly and honestly, I would say it's equal.
Yeah. In different ways.
In different ways.
I'm worse with dishes. You have the bathroom counter full of stuff.
That's very true. Yeah.
What are your YouTube goals?
I don't know. I mean, I like random goals is I would love to hit 100,000 subscribers on my cleaning channel by the end of the year. It's so weird to even have that as a goal because it's like you can't really help it. You know, you just have to keep continuing to put out the content that you put out. But I would love to hit that. And on Instagram, I was like, oh, I would love to hit 10,000 followers just because, you know, it is my job and it's little goals. And I did hit that the other day, which was really exciting to me. What did Katie say? Because she said, if that makes sense. Out of all your kids, who does each of them act like the most? I mean, I think just in general, the girls act like me and the boys act like Mark because they're goofy. Like Mark is goofy. I can be goofy too, but in general, the boys act like, yeah, I just think it's like the girls act like me.
Linda says, do you think Black Lives Matter? Yes, of course, obviously.
Oh, yes.
What did you have for dinner? I had stir fry. Joanna had chicken salad chick.
I had a Buffalo Barclay sandwich and it was so good. Are we still thinking about homeschooling? It just depends. My goal in life would not ever be to homeschool my children, but we'll just see what happens. As of right now, our schools are supposed to start August 10th.
Any plans for Father's Day? We didn't really celebrate Mother's Day much this year because of the quarantine, so I don't really expect much for Father's Day. We try to keep it even. So
you just never know what's up my sleeve, honestly. We are doing the shark giveaway.
It's going on now. It's not too late. Go enter to win. Buy your raffle ticket. I don't know how
you're not buying a raffle ticket. You're just watching a video, which I meant to link in today's video and I forgot.
To enter the giveaway, though, they do pay something to us, right?
Stop. Don't.
I thought it was raffle style.
You do not pay a dime.
She does all these giveaways. She didn't even ask me first, and I'm seeing all these dollars, and I'm like, wait, we're just giving away all this stuff? She loves her subscribers. I'll say that.
Yes. But at the end of the month is when we're announcing the winner, Melissa. And yes, the boys look just like Mark.
You guys want more kids? Grandkids one day. That's where you're going to get all these kids. That
a lot of days away. We are not ready for that.
Which video is it again? Sonia asked. It's not the one you posted today or the one before that, but the one before that.
Yeah, I will tell you which one it is. It's the one that's called, right? This one?
Yes.
It's called Deep Clean, Decorate, Organize, and Prep. It says it was 1 week ago.
Katie, you missed the taste test. Look at all these drinks she tested out. These, and bottom line, we came to the conclusion.
No, don't repeat that. No, I love Dr. Pepper, and honestly, Coke and Sam's Cola taste very much alike, and I can say that. But I still got it right, and you can't say that I
mostly.
didn't.
I still stand by.
Oh, your husband's getting cards from your cat. I'm 100% positive my kids will be making Mark a card, but they make us cards almost every single day.
Which is very sweet.
It's very sweet, but it's always like,
we're always running out of construction
I love you
paper.
so much. You are the best mom. You feed me the best foods.
You play with us.
You play with us. You put us to bed.
We love you.
Almost every day. And then make me a bracelet almost every day. It's really
Which
sweet.
child was the hardest birth? Was that Ava?
Max.
Oh, because he was enormous.
Max was very large. For me, it felt very large. He was almost 9.5 pounds. And he, my epidural just would not kick in. I don't know what it was. I don't know if I got it too early and then it fizzled out, but he came back. He tried to fix it. It didn't take. And I felt everything. And it was super painful. And I thought I was going to pass out. So
one of the epidural guys who gave you the epidural for one of the births.
Untrue.
No, this is true.
Oh.
He was very nice, but I swear he was like in his 70s. And I'm not a medical person, so feel free to correct me if I'm about to say something dumb. But I thought they had to get that needle in just the right part of your back or it could be very bad. And I swear his hands were like this the whole time. And I'm sitting there watching like, oh my goodness, he's going to get this wrong.
And now I'm going to be paralyzed.
But that was one that worked. I think that was one of the better ones.
He knew what he was doing. It's okay. Sometimes people have to shake a little bit. Where did you get your always come home sign? I cannot find it in your video. So I got it from Etsy. I need to find a link for that. And I will post it somewhere. But it's from Etsy. Literally, I just searched always come home and I just scrolled down a little bit and it's on there. But I'll try to message it to you.
What kind of food do you cook for the kids, Mark? Really, I try to get them to eat whatever I eat. And some nights I don't even bother like cook anything I know they're not going to like. So just anything. I try to give them a protein or a meat of some sort, a vegetable, a fruit. I'll throw in a dairy and then something else like a bread. I try to keep it balanced.
Are you burping too?
No.
Yes, you are. You did that last video too. You said no and you were in the middle of burping. That is true about redheads. I've heard that from numerous doctors that, you know, we always have issues. It's the same when I go to the dentist and when anything is done, I need more painkiller. How
do you decide which cards and homemade pictures from the kids to keep and toss? Do you organize them?
Well, we do organize them. I actually have a video on
many of them. Oh, you do?
Well, that's schoolwork. Right now, I have a 6-drawer organizer upstairs in the office, and it's like Mark's cards, my cards, Ava's cards, and it goes all the way down. But the issue is some of the cards got mixed in and all the cards from like your grandmother and stuff. She just writes happy birthday. So I don't know who they're to.
Darlene says she was paralyzed for 6 weeks because of epidural being in the wrong spot. So see, there's danger there.
That's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
It still is
it's
worth
a risk.
it.
She says it's worth it. I would say do without, but.
Oh, really? You know what? One of these nights, I should buy the contraction simulator thing that you can hook up to your belly.
That's probably $1,000. We're not buying that.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start a GoFundMe so y'all can send Mark a contraction.
How do you know that it's probably way worse than actual contractions? How do you know?
I was gonna say it's probably not even close to the pain that a woman goes through.
Oof, I don't plan on doing that.
Did you have an easy pregnancy with all 4 kiddos? No. With
a couple of them were.
Actually, Ava's pregnancy in general was okay, but at first, one of the first appointments we went to, the doctor told me that I was gonna miscarry and that she was going to. What are we doing?
People are saying do that thing. I'm saying
Oh yes, that she was going to be like an ectopic pregnancy and that I was going to miscarry. Like basically that's what they said. And then she was perfectly fine. And Max's was the hardest all around because first of all, I gained the most weight. He was the biggest. I had subchorionic hemorrhaging. So I was on modified bed rest with 2 small children for 17 weeks. And they told me at any time, like it would be very normal for me to miscarry him. So I'm thankful that he is.
That was a scary one.
It wasn't great. So I'm thankful that he is here, even though the birth was a little traumatizing. Mona didn't have any epidural or anything. Hi, Jessica. We're about to be getting off, but hello.
You can always go back and start it from the beginning. Take it from the top.
Yeah, man, I commend.
Even Sweet, she couldn't do that to her husband. She couldn't put him through that.
What?
And you're giddy at the thought of it.
No, I don't think I'd really want to do it because I think you would cry, and I don't want you to cry.
I really don't even know what my pain tolerance is as an adult. I haven't experienced that much pain. Might be fine, might not.
It is the most awful pain ever. It's like
having a bad stomach ache, right? But worse.
There really, truly are not words for the pain that I'm trying to think of something comparable. You know what? Actually, I would rather give birth naturally, like I did with Max, than have a bladder infection like I did when I went up north. I think I held it too long and didn't go tinkle on the way up. I drove for 14 hours straight to get the kids up to Indiana last year, and I ended up getting a bladder infection. I won't go into all the detail. But I was in so much pain, I wanted to physically leave the earth. It was so awful. I was born on a Father's Day. Oh, that's fun.
Mona's loving her shark. I'm still loving seeing the results of the vacuuming she does. It's looking great. Fully support it. Kidney stones, I've heard that's some of the worst pain you can ever have.
Yeah. Contraction machine Father's Day.
You know what gives you kidney stones? Too much Dr. Pepper.
I think it keeps them away, honestly. As soon as you pass a kidney stone.
I don't plan on it. Though I have a fear of kidney stones. Never had one, but I try to stay hydrated.
You know what I saw the other day on Facebook? I said something like, please pray for my husband, or I can't remember what I said. I was just like, he's in a lot of pain right now. We're at the hospital.
You said this on Facebook?
Yeah, listen, this was in 2012.
Yeah, I know what that was.
And I meant to repost it on
Why
Instagram.
would you repost that?
Repost and just say like happy appendix free day. That was actually a really scary day. I was pregnant with Kate and nobody knew. So I was super nauseous. It was at the beginning and Mark was in so much pain. We had to take him to the hospital and then he had his appendix removed.
I was very lucky. I got to the hospital. It was a pretty brand new hospital. There was nobody in the waiting room. I had like all the attention of the medical staff and they had me in surgery in like 6 hours and had it out.
No, it was sad. Eden's about to come for you. It is not the same as a bad stomach ache. It's just the pain.
I said a really bad stomach ache, not just a regular stomach ache. I'll admit it's probably a really bad one.
Stop. The pain is unimaginable. It is unimaginable. No, we're not going to have any more babies. I guess we didn't officially answer that.
Those are our next babies, grandkids. And we're not in a hurry for those. Ugh.
I had to be flown out of my town for kidney stones. Oh, that sounds terrible. I didn't have kidney stones, but that pain, I really can't even describe it. And I had to drive to Walmart because I wanted to find some of that Azo or Azio or whatever it's called. And I was walking through Walmart and like falling all over the aisles. And I was in Indiana and everybody was staring at me. They probably thought I had been drinking or something. I was in so much pain. And then I finally was able to get into the urgent care place and they gave me a shot and medicine. And I was so thankful for that. I can't even think about that.
Tabitha, we are still live for just a few more minutes.
Yeah, we'll get off in like 3 minutes.
What was the most scariest moment you had with one of your kids?
The scariest moment?
Mm-hmm.
I think we've touched on this before. I don't know how much detail we're going into.
Had a little bit of a head injury with one, and it was terrifying, but everything worked out fine. So we don't even like reliving that moment.
All I know is don't use bumbos. And I cringe every single time I see a bumbo.
We blame ourselves. Do you have family in Indiana? Yep. I don't.
My mom's family. So my mom's family
I guess I do, since you do.
Yeah.
We're related.
Originally in Michigan, but then my aunt and uncle with their 2 kids ended up fostering, like working in this, not working, but taking on this foster care home with lots of foster children. They were more like teenagers. And so then they kind of like uprooted their life from Michigan to Indiana to do that. And they stayed in Indiana and then, you know, they've grown their family since then.
The rest is history, as they say.
So we try to go visit them at least every other year, but lately it's been every year. Sometimes for sad, like we went up there for my grandfather's funeral and stuff, but I'm actually really close to my cousins in Indiana, so we like to go visit them. I don't think I'm going to drive the kids for 14 hours one way by myself again. I mean, I did take my sister and her kids, but it was still my kids were by myself. So
look, we got several people here tonight with us from Indiana. Go Hoosiers.
Is that what it? Yeah, that feels right. Husband, and I made him go home again. Oh, now I don't know what appendix pain feels like, so I can't.
I will say this: don't just rush off to the hospital when your stomach hurts. But when that night my stomach just started hurting, I thought I had an upset stomach, but you could just tell after a while that's not what it is. And I went to bed and I woke up and it was just hurting. And so
that's scary.
I said, all right, we need to go to the hospital. And we did.
We love Georgia. I love Georgia. I know there's so much for people to say about like
not the University of Georgia, but the state of Georgia.
Yeah, we're not Georgia fans, but the humidity and the bugs and all that, people have their stuff to say. But I think what ties me to Georgia is just like my family's here, my friends are here. So it just feels like home. I can't really imagine being anywhere else, but you know, that's famous last words. So
what's one thing you would like to learn to do? Play the piano, fly a plane, etc. What's a new skill if you could learn it?
I don't know.
Good answer. Okay.
I'm trying to think. I mean, I want to like touch on my more crafty side because I do have it deep down in there. I just don't have all the equipment. So I would love to like, start making fun shirts and stuff like that. But that doesn't really take a lot of skill, but I would just love to get the equipment to do it.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Donna's in Australia on the other side of the world. Hi, Donna.
Not a fan of being called a Hoosier.
That'd be like us being called dogs.
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah.
I get it.
I
Sorry.
totally get it. Did you guys always plan on having 4 children? No, we did not. But
we started thinking about the 4th once she was pregnant with the 4th.
Okay.
Are you in the country or the city? We're right smack dab in the middle. We're in the suburbs.
It's the perfect mix where we live, I feel like, because it feels like country life, but you're not 1,000 miles away from like normal stores. So I love it. I mean, that's the reason why we built in this neighborhood. She's not a Hoosier either.
Sorry, I just think Indiana, I think Hoosiers.
So I want to get y'all, all my crafty friends on here. Y'all need to message me on Instagram and tell me the things to get, because I feel like over the next few months, I would love to look into stuff like that, but it starts to feel overwhelming, the stuff that I need. I would just love something simple to just make like fun shirts for my kids. And
like, what are the most affordable things that you can buy?
I didn't say affordable. I mean, obviously I care about saving money, but I just mean like, what's the best? Because I've looked at all of them on Amazon. Nothing's that expensive. I wouldn't be getting like anyways,
Real
y'all
quick,
let me know.
What's your next big project you have on your mind? We talked about doing something in the mudroom over there.
Would y'all think it was crazy if I painted my whole mudroom black? Because I really want to, but my only problem with that is our mudroom door is completely glass, which was a mistake. It wasn't meant to be all glass. It was supposed to be half glass. And
it has a wooden frame.
Well, yeah.
It's not like a shower
they've
door.
seen it. If you watch my cleaning videos, you have seen it.
True fans know what that door looks like. You know
what I'm talking about. It looks just like the back door. But it shows a lot of light in there and a lot of like reflection and shadows. So I kind of worry about painting it black because... And then I thought about just painting my mud bench black. I have a lot to think about.
You probably wouldn't paint the bench and the walls black,
no,
right?
No. It would be one or the other.
Or maybe a really, really dark gray. Or are you thinking black?
Oh, scrapbooking. I have a ton of scrapbooking stuff, but I just gave it all to my girls. I'm like, I don't have time for any of that. I would just paint one or the other. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Or would you do it all black? Mud bench and
no, that would be way too much. I'm going to shiplap our mud bench. Right now it's beadboard, and I'm not a huge fan of beadboard, at least not on the mud bench. So I'm going to shiplap it.
Sydney is an interior design student. She loves your home.
See,
maybe we can get some tips from you when you graduate.
I know
not before
so
then.
True.
Don't give us your input until you've got that degree.
Stop. A degree doesn't always matter, but I would love to redecorate my shelves right there. But anytime I shop in TJ Maxx or Hobby Lobby or even online, I don't see anything that I like anymore. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Chloe's from Iowa. Go Hawkeyes, right?
Oh, Melissa, you're painting? What color are you painting? Don't do black. Think of your floors being dark, all the dust. See, that's very true. But maybe we can change our floors soon. So I'm trying to like think into the future. But actually, you're probably right. I don't need to paint the walls black. Maybe I'll shiplap the whole mudroom. Oh, chalkboard paint.
You could do that yourself, or are we going to do that?
Oh, you know what? My friend Nicole just has half of her mudroom wall. And then the bottom part is chalk. And it is so cute. Maybe I'll copy her.
Something to think about.
Anyways. I know some people really like the dark floors, but I don't love them.
That's what Darlene's saying. What about half black? Could you do?
That is very true. And just do like a board and batten, kind of like we did in Neighbor's Room.
Black.
Maybe so. Anyways, okay, we're not going to, last time we talked, and I looked on it. We had been on here for like, I'm pretty sure it was over 2 hours, which is insane and very sweet of y'all
to. You missed the taste test. You're too late.
Stay with us that long because I don't. I don't know how you do it and put up with us, but we
Next
appreciate
time,
y'all
what can they
being
look forward to? Do you have any thoughts on the next live? What should
No,
we do?
I want them. You know what? I'm going to put a box up on Instagram when it gets closer to time, and I want them to give us ideas because I think it would be fun.
And if you're not comfortable answering with the stories in the box, message me on Instagram. It's Mark Thornton on Instagram. Last time we did it live, I came away with like 30 new followers. I was blowing up.
Mark,
and I appreciate you guys.
He is dying for you to follow him on Instagram. He can't wait to share stuff with you because I
want people who don't know about this to come to my Instagram and look at my posts and say, "How does this guy have that many followers?" That's what my goal is. Tell your friends, tell yourselves, follow It's Mark Thornton. That's it.
At
Instagram.com.
No, that's not what it's called.
What is it again? Lona says it's ITS Mark MARK Thornton THORNTON.
A lot of people misspell our last name, and I think that's how you can't find us sometimes. But TK, you're the best. Oh, look, Anna's following you. That's how you say it, Anna.
Thank you, Anna Espinoza.
Anna.
I say it both ways, so I'm assured to get it right.
So,
Mags, you got to get on Instagram. You're missing out. Facebook, that's for old people.
Don't say that. There's a lot of people.
I love old people, but
Mags might be not young. You know what? There's no such thing
Patricia.
as old. It's all relative. And some girl, and maybe she's here right now. I'm not sure. It was like the best comment. She commented on my Instagram, I think on a picture of me at the lake with my friends. And she was like, I don't mean any offense by this, but I just love that you can still have fun at your age. Or how she worded it. Like at your age.
It was a nice comment, but it was like
super sweet. But
you
I was
could
like,
still actually go out with friends and stuff.
I'm like, I don't ever plan on not going out with friends. But I actually thought it was a really sweet comment.
Chloe, the Hawkeyes, I think they play next to a children's hospital. You ought not to hate them. I could be wrong.
It's a strong word, and we are not allowed to say
61 is not too old for Instagram. Mags, get on there and follow me and look at all my great pictures.
61 is not old. That is how old my mom is. Actually, I think she's 62.
She doesn't look a day over 60.
She's going to watch this. Change it to 50.
50.
Anyways, we love you guys so much, and we are going to do something fun next time too, or something. I don't know. It's fun just being here with y'all, honestly. Like, I don't know. I look forward to it a ton. So we will be here about a month-ish from now, right? Third Thursday of the month. Are you still reading comments? I see your little beady eyes looking down
People are
there.
still talking.
I don't have it.
Vicky, get on Instagram. It's a lot of fun. Even if it's just to follow me, that's fine.
He barely posts, so.
Like I said, I want people to be perplexed by my follower to post ratio.
We love you guys.
All right, see y'all.
See y'all next time. Bye.
Sleep well if it's time to go to bed in your time zone.
It's already like the middle of the night for a lot of people. Okay, love y'all. Bye.
Thornton's out.